the island of Bali continues to spew ash, prompting fears of an explosive eruption. Ireland's European Union Commissioner Phil Hogan has said his country will play tough to the end over its threat to stop Brexit talks progressing. The EU says more clarity is needed on the future border between the Irish Republic and Northern Ireland, which is part of the UK. The government in the south doesn't want to see a new physical border with the north, as the removal of that barrier was a key part of the peace process that ended decades of conflict. Our political correspondent Chris Mason explains.
The government is desperate to move these Brexit talks onto the future relationship, to talk about trade. But in order to do that, they've got these three big issues that they've got to be seen to be making sufficient progress on. Talk of a divorce bill, talk of citizens' rights, that's Brits elsewhere in the European Union citizens here in the UK. And then this issue that is becoming a really big sticking point, the Irish border, the border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. At the moment, it is almost invisible. But when the UK leaves the European Union, that will be the frontier between the UK and the EU. Now, Ireland's argument is it cannot be a hard border, something that is very physical and very obvious to see. But how does the UK achieve that if it is leaving the single market and the customs union? In other words, will be operating its economy under different rules to the European Union. There's lots of talk of trying to find a technological solution, but there's very little talk about the precise detail. And Ireland wields a huge amount of power at the moment because they can veto, they can stop the UK being able to move on to that second stage of the Brexit talks. And as if this wasn't all complicated and involved enough, there's even the potential for an Irish general election before Christmas because of political turbulence there. There used to be plenty of political turbulence here, but it's happening elsewhere in Europe, right at the heart of these Brexit negotiations.